So today we're going to see if they've restocked the parts and what we have at our local Walmart. Now, this Walmart generally doesn't have as good of a restock as our other Walmart, which I will be going to later this evening. And it doesn't look like we've had a restock today. If we have, it's already been picked over. Now, I'm not seeing nothing here. We've got the Score Blasters, Skybox Metal Universe, Chronicles. We have some Select, but I was really wanting to do Topps Chrome. Oh, Prism Baseball here. I see some more Select hiding. $17 blasters. Yeah. I'm not seeing the Topps Chrome this evening. Maybe if I can't find nothing at our other local Walmart, I might end up getting some Prism. But yeah, this is evidently a mystery stock day. And like I said, what I'm looking for is the baseball on the Topps Chrome, but I'm not seeing it here, so maybe on to the next Walmart. Got some Absolute Football. Is this 21 or 22? 22, unfortunately, doesn't have the kabooms in them, so don't think we'll be going that route. Looks like we have plenty of Pokemon, but as you can see, it's pretty well been picked over already. So let's go on to the sale section and see what they have. I always make sure when I'm in here to go over to the discount section. You never know what you'll find in there. Could always be some good money. So if you'll just take a trip with me for a second, we'll just see what they've got today. And for any pickers, guys, Walmart is your best friend. And I'll show you why here in just a second. As season changes, they always put overflow stock out on sale. Right here, we have an Intech Raft that generally runs around 170 bucks, but here we have it for $50. I'm thinking about picking this up and waiting until next summer and possibly selling that. But the Challenger K1 Raft inflatable comes with a pump, paddle, 220 pound capacity. For 50 bucks, guys, you can't beat that. All of your summer floats is on sale. I mean, you can get a really good deal in a lot of this stuff. So, you know, always check your Walmarts, especially at the switch of the season, and see what they got. You never know what you're going to find. This is really good if you're doing arbitrage. Now, some of it hasn't been discounted enough, like here, $57.50. In another 2 to 3 weeks, it was $68, so you're dropped about $10. In another 2 to 3 weeks, they'll drop out another 20 bucks minimum. And that's when I like to pick it up. Better return for your money. For some reason, they're putting the toys on sale right now. With it coming up close to Christmas and Black Friday, definitely something you want to look at. Right here, a Potter's Wheel that was 80 bucks is now $40 off. Still don't think it's quite there for me yet. I like to be able to make sure that I can make at least 50%. Always make sure to check your sold items and your sell-through rate on anything you buy. Check your sell-through rate. I've definitely been looking at a lot of these. The Legos are still a little over expensive. Now here, we have a Expedition Barnett. With it coming up deer season, not bad at all. $100. It was $228. The box has been a little tore. It might be something worth checking to see if everything's there. I believe I'm going to pick it up today, if not for anything else other than myself. So, just doing a quick scan over and seeing what they have. No talk to this. The tumblers generally are a really good sale, but as you see, only $2 off. I'd like to catch that a little cheaper. Pretty much the same thing. Life jackets is another good thing if they've got it off enough. See, you're only at $5. I'll wait. These will eventually go down to $5, and I'll buy them up to save them for next year. Generally, this Walmart isn't as great with the deals as my other Walmart is. But right now, I'm not seeing nothing that piques my interest other than the bow. I already have an electric winch. My concern with this is with the tour package. Has somebody already bought this? And the trigger may be broken. This is evidently a return. Yeah, honestly, somebody's done been into that, and I'm afraid that might have a problem. Now the raft, I know I can make money, but that's $50 that I'm going to have to hold. But you know what? I don't think it's going to drop no more. I found tents at my other Walmart for $25 for a generally $100 tent, so I'm going to pick up this raft, and then this evening pick up 4 or 5 tents. Yeah, I have to hold it, but there's good money to be made in it. So guys, that's kind of what we have here. I know it's not the most exciting video, but your Walmarts, there's money in them.
Hello all my flipping friends, and welcome to the very first To Be Well Resale, where we find junk and flip it for a profit. So what I'm going to do today is, y'all saw my trip to Walmart and what I picked up there, and I really regret not picking up the crossbow. I should have grabbed that while I had the opportunity. I went back to get it and it was gone. Now I did pick up the kayak, and I went to the other Walmart and picked up a tent. I'll let you know exactly what we'll make off those in a little bit. This week has been a very slow and unproductive week. Now, excuse my background here. I'm set up for my other video. Generally, I'll try to clean everything up first. Takes a while on these. And let me go ahead and say that, guys. I do have another YouTube channel. If you're seeing this video for the first time and you're interested in collectibles, coins, and pay dirt, check out my other channel. The link will be in the description. So this has been kindly a slow week. I've opened a lot of cards. I'm doing a coin roll hunt. So a lot of my profit will come from a lot of this and not a lot of this. Now, I'm going to say I'm only part-timer. Right now, I only sell on eBay and at the flea market. We're about to open up Amazon arbitrage because it's getting winter here. And it's kindly hard to flea market during the winter. Now, we started out eBaying 6 to 7 months ago. Please take in consideration, I'm part-time. And I grew my business to now we're making right at $2,000 to $2,500 every month. Now that's really good income considering that I work and I have insurance through my job. So I'm really lucky to be able to do this, and you can too. Now, can it be an aggravation? Yes, it can. Don't let anybody tell you it won't. You can't be afraid to take risks, and you're going to have to learn the system. But it can be done. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So let's start with our pickups for this week. You've done seen one of my trips to Walmart. I'm going to try to include my trips every week, at least most of them, and let you see where I pick up, what I pick up, and how I determine what I do grab. Now, I'm starting out first with the unknowns. This stuff right here is the ones that I'm most concerned with, and probably don't know if I'll make anything, if I might not lose money. Now, I'm not in this to lose money, so we'll figure out a way to flip it for a profit. But first, we went to the America's thrift stores, and my wife picked up tons of brand new ice yarn. Now, there's only 8 rolls here. She got everything that had rolls of 8 to match each other, but she gave $4 per bag of 4, so $1 per roll. Now, these sell on eBay, I think, for right around $15 plus shipping, so there's money to be made with them just like this. Although, by the time you add the eBay fees and everything else, the profit margin is really low on these. So my wife come up with the idea of taking these and a lot of her other yarn that she don't really do nothing with and making mystery boxes. Her other yarn, she's got near nothing to nothing in those. So she come up with a way to really maximize the profit on these. So depending on how long it takes to sell, we should do really good with this. Now, it very well could take a while for these to sell, although crafting supplies and yarn generally sell pretty good. Then, this is completely out of my wheelhouse. I know absolutely nothing about it, but I do believe it was Flipping Junk, or one of the other flipping channels I pay attention to, said prescription glasses. There could be really good money in prescription glasses. So I picked these up strictly on a whim. I don't know what's in there. It was hard for me to get any kind of marks on them. Now, it is illegal to sell anything prescription on eBay. You can sell the frames. So I'll be popping the glasses out of these if there's anything good. I mean, I doubt it. It's just cheap bags here. $3 for these. But you never know when you might get a diamond in the rough. And somebody had already opened these and probably went through them. But, you know, it is what it is. If I lose, I'm not going to lose much. And there is a potential for a big hitter in here. You know, I don't mind risking $6 every now and then. But there is an air of mystery in these. So that's just a tester to see. Then, one of my trips to Walmart, we picked up a bunch of gun cases. All of them are Allen gun cases, different designs. They didn't have them marked down to where I wanted to see them yet. And here's the thing about buying from Walmart, everybody. You got to watch your prices. You got to watch what they sell for and the sell-through rate. I generally don't fool with a lot of this unless it's marked down well over 50% off. Here's why. They sell them for $11.57. They had it marked down $8.50. It's not selling for that. These are going for $5 or $6. And a lot of them are going for this with free shipping. So I would lose money on these except for I've got an idea. Now, you can't just go in Walmart and start grabbing anything. Really do your research. Look at what they're selling for. Now, these may be able to sell on Amazon, and I may be able to sell them better. Generally, when you have lots of them, 3 or 4, you get a much better price per piece. But I'm either probably going to take these to the flea market, sell them on Facebook Marketplace, or I actually might make up some mystery boxes of my own and add these in. It'll really help me maximize profit on these. If not, I'm going to lose on these. Now, we got a bunch of other hip holsters, and it's pretty well the same thing with all those. So, Be careful of what you're buying. Really look. Now, I already knew that these were priced more out of my price point range. But that's the bad, guys. Everything else we done this week is pure gold. I'm going to start with our flea market find. Now, I didn't pick much up at the flea market this week. There wasn't a whole lot. It was so hot that a lot of people was already packing up and leaving, and it was early. Now, if we got there earlier, instead of making our other rounds first, we probably could have got some really good deals because of how hot it was. But I did get really lucky here. Picked up a Sony Handycam. I've looked up this model. We've tested it. Now, this does need a new battery. It's set in storage for quite some time. I've got the battery out of it. When it's plugged up, it works perfect. But the battery does not charge nor hold a charge. So a battery and a regular charger for it only runs about $12. I have 20 in this whole setup. It comes with all the accessories plus the bag. $20 will end up with 32. These sell right now, and there is a very high sell-through rate on these. 2+ a day, every day. Now, I believe I can sell this at this time for about $140. I might even get closer to $150 because of the bag. But I know for sure I can get $140 fairly easily. That'll put me at a profit, and this is taking in the eBay fees and the shipping of about $90. So right here is 90 on 20. That was one of my bigger scores for this week. This should sell extremely quick. It should give me a really quick turnaround and put more money in my pocket to go buy more stuff. Love it when I can buy more stuff. And that's another thing, guys. You've got to always take in consideration that you have to sell and you have to put money right back in. Now, a pickup from Walmart that I believe I can do well with is the Batman potty seat. And I bought a lot of these, guys. I bought 10 minimum at $3.17. They don't have a high sell-through rate on eBay. They do on Amazon. Now, I'm not selling on Amazon yet, but I plan to take some of these to the flea market and sell them for 10 a piece. Oh, excuse me, guys. I paid $3.17. I believe I can sell these if I do it through Amazon, even maybe eBay, which would be slower, at $15, which potentially could give me a profit of about $5 per potty seat. Now, that's potential. It depends whether we go Amazon, flea market, or eBay. eBay will be slower. Amazon would probably be the best way to go, but flea market, I could probably turn them and burn them for cash. Even though I'm only making about $6 profit, I could probably get rid of them much, much quicker. Now, I've never fooled with these. This was an impulse. It was cheap enough that even if it takes a while to sell it, it's okay. It doesn't take a lot of space. It's easy to store, and there is potential for profit, although it is a lower profit item. Back to America's thrift stores. I don't generally fool with shoes. I don't know much about them. I'm trying to learn. There's good money in shoes. There's also an easy way to lose money. I bought one set of shoes and done amazing on them. They were a set of Skechers that I bought for $20 and sold them for $65. So we went to America's thrift stores this week and found Hush Puppies. Now, these are women power walkers. They are casual and they are very, very lightly used. These go for about 65 to 70 new. I couldn't find really no examples of used like this. I give $7 for this pair. And as you can see, it has just very, very, very light wire. A little cleaning, a little working, and I believe I can sell these for 25 plus shipping, maybe 30 bucks, but giving me about $12, $13 profit on these. So hopefully these sell quick. The new ones actually do have a high sell-through rate. I didn't really look for used one. I just made sure that I can make money on them. The next set of shoes I got, now those are the kickers. If it wasn't for selling them, I would keep these. Vintage and just awesome. We got a set of LL Bean Maine hunting boots. These are vintage and they are nice. These should last absolutely forever. And these have a very, very, very high sell-through rate. These are a 10 medium and they're just, now they have just a little wear, and every pair I've seen has the same issue on the heel. But if you can see the inside, there's not a whole lot of wear to these. This was just a great, great, great pickup. I give $10, guys. I was excited when I found these. I think I can sell them for $25 to $40 with shipping. So I'm not even going to add my shipping. Generally, the customer will pay shipping on these. I almost believe I can get 20 bucks profit off of these. I'm pretty sure. The downfall to these is that this style came with a pair of wool inserts. The original wool inserts are gone, unfortunately. Now, I could buy a set of inserts to match the style that it come out with, but that's 10 bucks and cuts into my profit. I don't really think that I have to have them original. It may help, it may hurt. We'll just see. I don't want to go throwing money into them to try to break even. So I'm going to sell them as is. It's really unfortunate it don't have the wool inserts, but these are absolutely beautiful, and there is just a ton of these selling. You don't find these but once. Once they're gone, they're gone. Now, they did make quite a few of these, but this, I loved it. It's coming up close to hunting season. These will be very warm. They're protected from water, so what else can you ask for, guys? That was a fun one. All right, one more from America's Thrift Store. This one, we'll see. I generally don't like buying electronics. So let's just see if I can't pan my camera around without my... Here we go, guys. I don't generally buy electronics. I found this 42 cup coffee urn for 10 bucks in the box. Now, it has been used, and unfortunately, whoever put it up last didn't really clean it. It is dirty. As y'all can see all the nastiness, but if it works, my wife will clean it up. If it works, there is some good money to be made here. Now, on this item, I really believe I can sell it for 25 to 30 plus shipping, giving me a profit of about 10 to 15 bucks. That's after all my fees, because I'm not paying shipping to ship that one. So if it works, if it does not, I can still part this out. There's just as many parts that sell to it as the whole urn. It's got the cord, it's got everything to it, and it still smells like coffee. I guarantee somebody purchased this for an event, used it once or twice, didn't clean it, put it up, and just sent it to the American thrift stores. Bad for them, great for me. Now, it's going to take a little work to it, yeah, to clean it up, but you know what? No pain, no gain. As y'all heard me talking about in the Walmart that day, I did pick up one of the tents. 40 bucks for these. I can't sell them right now. They're not selling, and what they are selling for, I wouldn't make no money. I have to hold this item. It's going to be a summertime sale, but I believe I can wait till summertime. I paid $40, and I believe they were selling good about 2 months ago at $100 to $115. Now, these were generally $150. So if I wait, I can definitely make a potential profit of $45 to $65 on these. Not too shabby, guys. I'm not displeased with that whatsoever. My only problem is I went a little wild at the sports card section before I hit this. My plan was to buy 4 or 5 to 10, but I didn't get to. So, unfortunately, I just picked up the one. Here in the floor, this was a cheap and great pickup. We went to a yard sale, and the lady had brand new shock absorbers, brand new front rotors, and brand new brake pads. I've looked up what vehicles these are for. I paid $40 for the whole lot. I believe by what they're selling at now, I can get $220 for the whole lot. Now that is a killer profit. I'm going to say after shipping, because that all comes with free shipping, I'll make potentially $120 to $115 off of this. That's potential. It could take a while. These definitely could take a while. I'd expect the brake pads to sell quick. The rotors probably not as much, and the shocks not as much. Generally, those are things people neglect. A rotor you can have turned. It takes a while to wear a rotor out. Although, I believe in time they will sell. And honestly, guys, that is a good profit. I'll pick up that for $40 every day and start my own parts warehouse if I had to. That would be leaving money on the table for sure. Now, it might take a while, but I am fine with that. Honestly, it ain't that bad to store. It's just super heavy if you drop it on your toes. Realistically, with the kayak and everything I picked up this week without taking the who knows in consideration, I paid about $225 for everything this week. I believe in time it will all sell for right around $600, which will give me a potential profit of about, let's say, $345 after fees and shipping, and maybe even closer to $325 after fees and shipping. Not bad for a week, not considering this week we've already made $185. If you factor in everything every day, we're doing really good. Now, it takes work. It takes patience. You can't be afraid to get out and try, guys. You've got to throw yourself out there. You've got to be out every day that you can. I don't get breaks at work anymore. Do not get a break. My whole lunches and breaks is hitting Walmarts, hitting Dollar Generals, and watching sales. So that's what I do on my lunches now. When I come home, it's pack, it's ship, it's still with the business, it's clean, it's get all that ready. I expect to hopefully within a year be doing this for a full-time living. Guys, we're already starting up Amazon arbitrage, and I'm hoping to have a website come soon. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It will get better. I'll try to take you around the stores. I'll show you what we do and how we do it. But I thank you for joining us on our first edition of To Be Well Resale. We will see you on the next flip.